Please state your name for the folks at home.
Joseph.
Joseph. Amazing.
Need you no more.
Do you know these two ladies that are sitting behind me, Joseph?
I do, sir.
Who are they?
One would be my beautiful wife, Kim, and my lovely daughter, Caitlin.
I see. And why are you all here this evening?
Because my wife is a great fan of yours.
Your wife is a great fan of mine.
The truth is revealed.
Yes. But you, Joe, not so much, I think.
This is true.
What do you prefer in late night, Joe? Something that you can find on your computer?
Yes.
Where are you from, Joe?
Tucson.
Tucson, Arizona?
Yes.
They've got one of the best air museums in the country.
Thank you very much.
Is it yours?
It is not mine.
Are you in any way responsible for it?
Not in the least.
Well, then don't thank me. You are in no way responsible for that air museum. What do you do there in Arizona on your computer?
I don't think we can talk about that on the air.
Hold on a second. What does he do? What does he do?
I'm not so sure.
You don't know?
I think I know. I do.
What does he do?
Dirty things.
Dirty things? Really?
Really?
You get into that hand sanitizer over there? Well, good news, Joe and family who are very understanding about Joe's computer thing. We're sending you to a restaurant, which is? Café La Bohème. Café La Bohème. It's named after a cafe.
Thank you very much.
And there you will eat for free.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I feel weird, though, that you haven't told us what you do on the computer. But
Well, what I do on the computer is what most people do on the computer. I just look things up and read news and check out sports and do things you can't talk about on television.
he's a spy.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you got the Sandman at the door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, you can always sleep through work tomorrow, okay? Hey, hey, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Kayak.com. Compare hundreds of travel sites at once. Kayak. Search one and done. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, that's great. It's a great day for America, everybody. Now, let me just say, thanks, everybody. Thanks. Thanks for your weary faces, but it actually sounds good. See, what you can't see at home is the audience going, hooray! But it is a great day. You know what? This is the day I wait for all year.
Oh, yeah.
I love it because it is, you know, if you know me at all, you know I love Cher. And it is her birthday today. She is 67 years old. Happy birthday, Cher. It should be noted, though, many parts of Cher are not even close to being 67 years old. Although she still looks fantastic. Do we have a picture of Cher? There she is, an American president. Now, I'll tell you why I'm excited. You know I'm excited tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited. Here's how you can tell. Nipples. Here's I said it high like that.
Yeah, like that.
Nipples. You don't even have to do that. You can just say it. Nipples.
Penis.
No. If I was doing that, then I would say penis.
Nipples.
Penis. No, look, stop it. Anyway, look, here's why I'm excited. We're almost done with May Sweeps. Sweeps! That's the time when the networks pull out all the stops to get the ratings. Do we have a graphic for sweeps? Come on! It's nothing to do with sweeps, but it's the best graphic. It is the best graphic. Sweeps, if you don't know, it's very important to the likes of us that work in television because, you know, this is when you've got to amp up your game, which I think is not right. You know, a lot of shows, they amp up their game, and I think for people who watch every night, they think, well, we don't matter the rest of the time?
Yeah.
So tonight, I have decided to provide the same level of crap as I always provide. It won't be any better. In fact, as we continue with the show at this point, I think it's probably on the downside.
Yeah, it's getting worse. Yeah.
Because this year, a lot of shows are pulling crazy stunts. Let's see, what are they doing? On Glee, one of the actors is going to come out as straight. You got any, Jeff?
Yeah, on The Voice, Shakira's hips are gonna lie.
Oh, right, yeah. All right, here's one. On Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they're circumcising Chloe.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. No, wait. You do not get to ooh me and then applaud when I call you on the ooh. Like, oh, we didn't ooh you, we were actually applauding. You oohed me. You're like, oh, Craig, come on, the Kardashians are our favorite. Then I called you on it. And you were like, oh, we like that joke, really, yeah. No, it was a terrible joke, but you oohed, and that's what gave you away.
Same crap as always, folks.
Actually, a little on the downside.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ratings, they do this for the ratings. The ratings experts say the best way to get people to watch during sweeps is to leave an audience with a question that won't be answered until the next time the show is on. You know, like, who shot JR? Or I like to think every night when people watch this show, the question is this still on? Why is this on?
Oh, has he got the same?
Is it on? Personally, I never look at the Nielsen ratings for this show. I might subconsciously affect how I interact with the audience, and I prefer to judge the performance of this show on its artistic impact. By artistic impact, I mean the number of complaints we receive. We're up 30% year to year in key demos. I don't think you don't want to win the ratings in late night anyway. Look what happened at NBC. Look what happened. Who's been number one on NBC for, what, 20 years? Who is it?
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. One, fired twice. Twice. I don't know what it means either. It was like, oh, well done, Jay. That was great. You're fired. What you try and do in late night is try not to annoy the press. That's all you do. Just try to fly below the radar. You know the radar?
Radar, yeah.
Below the radar. I nearly get into a dangerous accent joke there. Yeah. Got to be careful. Can't make fun of people's accents unless they're Scottish, apparently. Or French.
French, sure, yeah.
Or German.
Oh, German's always fun.
Yeah, you can always make fun of the Germans.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, look at this. There's a tiny blip on my radar.
Oh, yeah. The thing you have to do is you have to fly below the radar. And then you get, why is they fired Jay Leno? I don't understand. They fired him twice. Why?
No,
He was the winner. He was the leader of late night. He was, if you will, the Führer. Hey, Führer's a German word. It means leader. Leave me alone.
The hell?
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, well, there you are then. It must be embarrassing, though, if you're like the leader of a team, of like a volleyball team or something now in Germany, and they say, who's the Führer? You go, that guy, and he's like, hey, what's up? It doesn't mean it's the same thing in volleyball as it means elsewhere.
I'm over here. Hello.
Well, bit on the down cycle, but we got through it.
Yeah, I think it's on the way up, back. Up.
I think we're below the radar still
Yeah,
a
maybe.
little bit.
Yeah.
You know what this crappy show means, though? Not getting fired. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show where tonight we're going crazy, right?
We're out of control.
We're out of control. Why are we out of control?
Just we've got LADAR.
Do you know what LADAR is short for in German?
What's that?
Lederhosen.
Is that right?
You know what Lederhosen means?
No.
Leather hosen.
Hosen.
Yeah.
Leather
It's leather
hosen.
pants. Have you got leather pants?
Sure.
I used to wear leather pants in the 80s. I did used to wear leather pants.
I
And I
remember.
would keep my cocaine in them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding. You can't keep cocaine around for very long, can you, Jeff?
No, you can't.
Not when you're wearing leather pants. CBS cares. I'm going to start talking like this a little bit.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Yeah, you like this?
Yeah.
Sure. Why don't you talk like this?
Yeah, I can do that.
No, you can't. Your mouth is in exactly the same place as it was when you was talking normally.
Where do you think I keep my cocaine? Yeah.
Hey, underneath that podium there, is you wearing leather pants?
Yeah, I got leather pants, see? Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how you can keep the accent up, but I seem to have wandered into some sort of Transylvanian accent.
I like that. Do that 1920s
Yeah, I'm sort of gone from gangster to a little bit more like Dracula.
We got you surrounded, Dracula. Come on out with you.
Y'all never take me alive, copper. Probably because
Yeah.
I'm not alive. Anyway,
Yeah.
please, don't applaud. I can only have applause from my native land.
The hell's going on over
No. I've decided to be Dracula now. I'll be
like
Dracula
that.
now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, all right. I'll be Dracula and you be a cop.
Yeah. Come
All
on
right.
out, Dracula, with your cape up.
If I come out, will you get me a plane?
Yeah, we'll get you a plane. What else do you want?
Shoes.
All right, boys, get him shoes and a plane. You heard the man.
No, I'm not finished. I also want some comic books.
All right, shoes, plane. What kind of comic book, Dracula?
Have you got any of the old Spider-Mans?
No, we just got some Archie.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay, good.
And scene. All right. Why is this still on?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. What time is it, Jeffrey Pierce?
It's Tweet Mail time, brought to you by Denture Adhesive. Smile with confidence, target demographic.
And that was tonight's joke for senior citizens. You got our graphic? Come on. All right, this is from Xavier in Paris, France. Xavier is one of them Frenchmen.
French people.
Yeah. Shall we do it in a French accent?
Yeah, I always love
people in France love that when you do that.
Really enjoy it.
Yeah, all right. Dear Craig, it's getting bad over here with our austerity budget problems. Would you consider coming here to help? Oui. No. This is from Lisa in Little Rock, Arkansas. You ever been to
Beautiful
Arkansas?
place.
Ah, what a place. Have
Oh,
you,
yeah.
don't you own a laundry?
Yeah, I got a couple places.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
A little laundry and
Laundry,
what else?
and I think it's a barbecue stand.
All right, dear Craig and Jeff, on balance, do you think women really are worse drivers than men? Don't be ridiculous. This got nothing to do with gender, how you drive. I'm sending you secret messages. No, I think that actually the opposite is true. I think women are usually better drivers than men. And I think that because I'm heterosexual and I enjoy getting laid. Thanks, Lesbian Row. This is from Robert in Hobart, Australia, but it says Robert, not my real name. then Robert, not my real show. So this is from Amber in Houston, Texas. I'm trying to fill up my MP3 player and I'm looking for suggestions. Could you give me a couple?
Liberace?
Liberace.
Yeah.
Excellent choice of music. I love the work of, what's that guy I like again?
It's, who's that? Danny Kaye?
Danny Kaye, yeah. Danny Kaye. Danny Kaye?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I know he's great, but you know, I mean, the kid's got an MP3 player. You
I
know,
love
it's
it,
like
yeah.
looking for like I don't know, a Coldplay or something.
Yeah, the letter was written by a kid who has an MP3 player. Yeah.
But what do they call them now? Then I don't know what they call them.
I
What
don't
do they
think
call
we're
them?
legally allowed to say what they call them.
Oh, an iPhone?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
What do we call them? Smartphones? And then, the one I like is tablet.
Tablet.
Yeah, you got to say tablet instead of an iPad. Everybody's like, oh, you got to say tablet because you know all the kids are saying tablet. None of the kids are saying tablet. Do you say tablet?
Bunch of corporate goons.
Who's the corporate? I'm the corporate.
No, man. No.
Don't call me a corporate.
No.
I am a bit. I'm more a corporate whore.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, it's different. It means I accept money to pretend that I like them.
I like this part. I like when you do this.
You like this?
Yeah.
A little bit of awkwardness with the camera?
Yeah.
Well, this has gone on too long, clearly.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What are you looking at? Time for a quiet moment? All right, then. Go. We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. My first guest tonight is a movie star. Yeah, let's try it again. A movie star. Her latest film is a little independent film. You might not have heard of it. It's called The Hangover Part 3, which is in theaters on Thursday. Take a look at this.
Sorry.
Heather Graham, everybody. Heather Graham. Well, Heather, you look very nice indeed, if I may say so.
You look really nice too, and I love that tie.
You're acting. I can tell you're acting. You're
No, I
using
think
your powers of acting to distract me.
Oh, why do you think so lowly of yourself? You're so hot.
That's definitely acting. How are you, dear? Congratulations on the Hangover thing. That's the biggest move. It's the Lord of the Rings of stoners.
That's what we were going for.
It's really, I mean, it's a massive franchise. Well, this is the last one, but still, it's great.
It's fun to be in it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are you still
Yeah.
a stripper in this one?
Well, I'm pregnant, and I guess, you know, I'm a suburban mom.
Oh.
We didn't get to see that, but yeah, my dreams came true.
If you had to describe yourself, this is you, right? Not your character, but you. Are you more stripper or more suburban mom? Not actually, but like in the way you think.
Well, but don't you think every stripper dreams of being a suburban mom?
Don't you think every suburban mom dreams of being a stripper?
That's true. I mean, I think you got to have a little bit of both, right?
What
To
I
be
think
like
we're
this
saying
fun
is women are
person,
complicated.
You got to have both.
Yeah, they're not just one thing. They're many things, and good drivers too.
Yes.
Are you a good driver?
I'm a really good driver.
I feel like that's in a movie somewhere.
Wait, I want to talk about your dance because it was so cute, and I was like, that looks fun. Why are you such a good dancer?
Well, it's because I'm needy. Would you ever go on Dancing with the Stars?
I don't think I would, but
No.
I do love dancing. I did learn how to swing dance, and I know how to salsa dance.
I can salsa dance.
Do you?
I learned for a movie.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Wow.
It's very sexy.
I want to learn how to tango too, because that's all about like
Ooh,
eye
yeah, yeah.
contact.
I don't know if I could quite keep it together, though. I think I'd want to have sex with my partner if I... These guys look so hot when they're dancing around like that.
Would you go?
I mean, those girls look so hot when they're dancing around. Oh, what the hell? Everybody looks so hot when they're dancing
They
around.
do. Would
It's
you-
very sexy.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Dancing
been to
is
South
awesome.
America?
I'm gonna go with a hangover. I'm so excited because
really?
we're doing this press tour, right? So
Right.
we're going to London, Paris, and we're going to Brazil.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
But
that's
of course, I would also like to go to Argentina. We're not going there, but to do the tango.
Well, you got some money. Go down to
That's
Argentina
right, I know I
then.
should. But I'm working right now on a TV show, actually with David Duchovny, and he said he was the first guest on your show.
He was the first guest on my show.
Yeah.
He touched me. So I let him be first guest on the
Oh
show.
my God.
Yeah, no.
Was it good? Like,
He's
what are
great.
the details of this?
David's a very nice man. Do you
He's
know
so
him?
nice. He loves you because I told him I was doing this. He's like, oh, you're doing the fun one. That's what he said, the fun one.
I
but
have
I gotta
no
ask,
idea what you mean.
well, I have to ask him about this whole sexual harassment thing.
No, he
now
didn't
that-
harass me sexually. I mean, he touched me with his genius, is what I mean.
Okay.
David
or
is...
maybe you harassed him sexually.
Well, I did harass him a little bit
Yeah,
sexually.
yeah.
You know, sort of, just a little bit. You know, tried to kiss him.
Yeah. Well, he loves you. He was just saying he loves you.
Yeah, obviously not enough to kiss me, but there you are. That's the way it is.
yeah.
What are you doing with him?
Californication.
Oh, that's a good show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Do you make out with him in this show?
I haven't yet, but I have a feeling that I might eventually. Because everyone makes out with him on that show, right?
Yeah, whether it's on camera or not, eventually you're going to be making out. Do you ever get kind of weird about that? I mean, I've asked this of actors before. Like, do you ever like make out with someone that's like repeated scenes and eventually you think, I think it's getting through? You ever had one of those?
What do you mean it's getting through?
Well, you're starting to, you know...
Get into it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how to answer that, really.
Yeah,
on
you do.
TV,
Yeah, you do know how to answer it. No, I remember once when I was kissing a girl in a movie, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm kissing this girl. I'm kissing her.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I was like, oh, geez.
But wait, do you have dance in your background? Because I heard something about you in your background dance past.
Yeah, I did dance a bit when I was in the American Modern Dance Theatre when I was 21.
That's so cool.
Yeah, all bongos and everyone sleeping with each other. It was fantastic.
I
Do
wanna
you have dance in your back? Did you ever dance?
No, but the idea of you doing modern dance, it made me feel really happy. Like, I was like, I want to see like a move, like a modern dance. Like, was it really weird or was it?
Yeah, it was kind
Yeah.
of, you know, it was strange and... I mean, I could do it then. We're talking 25, 26
So you
years
must be
ago.
really athletic, right?
I was then.
Yeah.
Yeah, not now.
So
No,
you
I'm
won't
like,
do any more. You won't do like a modern dance move right now.
no, I couldn't do it. Could you
Okay.
do a modern dance move? Like... Oh, well, I can do that. I thought you meant something with
No,
something with
good.
hips.
Okay, no.
You gave me a lisp there. Do you notice that?
I just guess I'm nervous.
You're nervous, so I get a lisp?
Oh, I gave you. I thought you said you gave me.
No.
Oh, so you got nervous with a lisp, or you?
Yeah, I get a little nervous. Sometimes I get nervous
okay.
around very beautiful women. You're very beautiful, and I get...
That's so sweet.
Well, it's
Thank
true.
You.
You know, I get a little bit kind of like, oh, wow.
That's cute.
You must think men are stupid. Because they, like, I'm sure a lot of men come up to you and kind of are not at their best. They get a little flustered. You know, they get kind of like, you want to see it? Want to see things? Want to see how many push-ups I can do? Look at this.
No, when I was a kid growing up, I was really actually nerdy, and I had braces and headgear, and I couldn't get boys to pay attention to me. So even though now I know that guys do pay attention to me sometimes,
Yes, they do.
I still feel like a nerd. So if guys pay attention to me, I sometimes just feel like so flattered. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. You know, I was, when I was little, I was a fat kid, and I couldn't get a late-night talk show. And now I have one, and I'm not really that fat, but I feel like I'm fat. I feel like I'm fat
I
all
had
the
neck
time.
gear, you know, that goes in and comes around and attaches to the back with a rubber band, and I wore it to school. You know,
But your teeth are lovely now. I mean, look
mean,
at them.
they're okay.
No, they're great. You could like have an apple and just enjoy it.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, we've slipped quite naturally into an awkward pause, so I think that
I was enjoying your quiet moment. It was like so peaceful backstage.
Well, we can have one.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want. We can have a quiet moment or a sexy dance or an awkward pause.
But But the sexy dance sounds really fun,
Sexy
too.
dance is fantastic.
But then I have to dance, too, not just you,
Yeah,
right?
you can do what you want. I mean, you don't have to actually dance. I don't want you to feel exploited in any
I was
way.
dancing backstage when I saw you and the horse. Like, I was trying to do your moves.
Well, no, we won't do that. The
Okay.
sexy dance is when the horse backs it on up.
Okay, that's cool. Wow.
Yeah, no, it gets pretty steamy.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to do it?
Okay.
All right, then.
I mean...
Telegram, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show, my next guest. I had to undo my tie. I feel like I've been wearing it for 2 weeks this night. That's what happens with Heather Graham. She's all like, "Oh, you're so cute." I'm like, but that's not creepy at all. My next guest is the co-creator of Game of Thrones, which is a little show on Sunday nights on HBO. Take a look at this. David Benioff, everybody. David Benioff. Hello, David.
Hello, Craig.
David, it's lovely to see you. Congratulations on Game of Thrones. It seems like a few people like it.
Thank you, sir.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Man. It's huge.
It's been
Crazy. You
wild.
must be a billionaire now.
No, I'm far from billionaire, but I'm not. You're richer than I am.
No, I'm not rich at all. I spent all my money on frisbees and stuff for Heather Graham. And my cup, of course.
That's a fancy cup.
Yeah, it's a fancy cup.
It doesn't measure.
Yours is not fancy, but it's my show.
That's-
Like, on Game of Thrones, do you have your own fancy cup?
It's not
With a
that
dragon's
nowhere
head and
near
everything?
I should get one of those.
Yeah, you
That's
should.
a good idea.
The show is really good. I think. I don't know. I haven't seen any of it.
Never watched. All right.
Well, here's the thing. I saw the title sequence last night for the first time, and I'd never seen anything else, and I was about to watch it, and then I thought, I can't start now. I'll have to go back to the beginning and watch it from the beginning.
Right. But we employ half your country on that show. I mean, everyone who works on the crew is Scottish. So I feel like you should watch.
No, I want to watch it because of two things. One, I've heard that it's very good, and two, I've heard there's a lot of bare-naked ladies in it. And those are the kind of things that I like. A good storyline and boobies. You got me.
We have those two things. So.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Do you ever get a little kind of like, do you write in the boobies, or who makes the booby decisions? Do you know, you're like, she walks in and her top's off.
I'm imagining watching this now with my wife. Yeah, we make the decision of which scenes are gonna, we have the brothel scenes, and there are.
Well, that's easy. If it's a brothel scene, you go in the brothel scene, all the
Not that easy, Craig. Those brothel scenes take a lot of work.
Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah. What about writing another book? Your last book, City of Thieves, was fantastic. I loved that book.
Thank you so
Could have done with some more boobies in it if I have to.
No boobies in it. Game of Thrones is 52 weeks a year, so there hasn't been any time for anything else until that ends, till HBO cancels us.
They're not going to do it. They got nothing, pal. You're it for them.
Veep is good.
Well, Veep's good. That's true. Yeah.
Girls is great.
Yeah. Okay. So they got Veep and Girls and you. I mean, that's it. They're going to keep you.
No, Boardwalk Empire is great too.
Oh, knock it off. All right. What is this? An HBO commercial? Fine. You got some good stuff. But I thought you were going to put me in the last season of it. The last time you were here.
This summer you're coming over.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can be in this summer?
Yeah, but can we put a beard on you?
Yeah. Do I have to show my boobies? Because I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I want to be in it.
Definite boobies, maybe an axe. I'm picturing you, axe, long hair, beard.
It's like you know me.
Yeah.
I'll wear that to the set. I'm ready.
Your outfit from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, yeah. That was a cartoon, though. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
No, so you guys live in Ireland the year round?
We live in Northern Ireland, in Belfast.
Northern Ireland, yeah. Okay, that's right. I don't want to get into that, though. You understand that, right? We're not getting into that conversation. We can't.
Let's leave that one aside.
Yeah, a little bit. Have you tried soda bread?
Yeah, of course.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you've kept your shape. Like, you've got your figure. You're slim.
Well, you didn't know me back in the day.
Well, you were, like, really, really thin?
I was the high school runt. I was the smallest kid in my high school class.
What happened?
94 pounds.
Well, you got really tall.
I got tall.
Did you have braces that make you hot when you're older?
No.
Because apparently these braces make you smoking hot when you get older. It's one of those things.
Have you ever noticed every time a beautiful actress is on a talk show, she always talks about how ugly she was back in high school?
Yeah, I don't buy it. Well, your wife is a beautiful actress. Does she talk about how ugly she was?
No, she was pretty in high school. I've seen the pictures.
Right.
She was pretty in high school, and I'm willing to bet Heather Graham was really beautiful back then.
Yeah, I think that whole headgear thing's not true. Do you do the casting for Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
See, I've always wondered, but that's kind of tricky because you're sitting there and you're judging people on their acting ability, right? And that's one thing. And well, is this the right person for it? But you at any point thinking, wonder what her boobies look like? Because you can't ask. You can't say, hey, there's a lot of booby work in Game of Thrones, so can we have a flash just to see?
It's come up. The thing that worries us, it's a medieval fantasy show, so it's a time before there were implants.
Of course.
So what worries us really is just you cast someone. It's a tricky question. We love your work, but are those real? It's not.
Do you watch the show when it goes out?
Yes, I watch it with my wife when it airs.
Why? I mean, presumably you've... No, it's a fair question. You've seen it many times before that, right?
Hundreds of times. But what's interesting is watching it with someone who has not seen it hundreds of times.
Oh, so she doesn't see it until that point?
No, she doesn't see it.
All right.
And I'm not allowed to tell her anything. I can't spoil anything. So I have to be careful because sometimes she'll see me typing on my laptop next to her, and she'll look over and she'll see someone so-and-so dies, and she freaks out and hits me.
Well, she could also say, I don't want that to happen.
She could, but
you can't kill him off. Don't do that.
Yeah. And I say just go drive somewhere.
Yeah, that's the bit you want us to cut out, right there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We have to take a break. We'll be right back with David Benioff, everybody.
I'm actually the terrible driver. You don't see me flying a plane.
Welcome back, everybody. Shut up. Women are great drivers, aren't they, David? We weren't talking about that a little bit. You were saying that you're the terrible driver and your wife's a great driver, right?
The truth is I am the terrible driver. Just driving here today, that was horrible. Because I'm a New Yorker. I grew up in New York.
Yeah.
So it's just like all the terrible habits you grow up.
When I lived in New York, I didn't have a car. There was no point.
Right. I didn't have one growing up, but then when I lived in Brooklyn after college, then I had one, and it was back.
Hey, you use guys. Hey, what the? Yeah, all that stuff.
This is good dialogue for
Game of Thrones?
For your
Yeah, all right.
We need a name for your character.
A name for my character?
Fergus.
What about Flarganord? Fergus is all right, though. I'll take Fergus. I don't think you can put me in it because people will go, why is the late night douche in my favorite show?
We're going to put a giant beard on you so they don't say why.
Well, they'll go, look, the late night douche has a beard on him, and then...
You can say douche?
Yeah, sure, why not? Just don't flip anyone off and we'll be good. So listen, I asked you going to write another book or not? What's happening?
Yes, I'm going to write another book. I have the story, and I just honestly don't have time to right now because Game of Thrones is 52 weeks a year. But
you have the whole story ready in your head?
I have the characters, and I know how it ends.
That's enough.
That's enough. That's how I start.
Who do you read? Who do you like to read? Like for recreation?
Who do I like to read for?
Yeah, like novelists, maybe.
Should I give a pretentious answer or kind of the...
Give both. Give the pretentious one and then the real one.
The pretentious answer. I mean, I love Hemingway. I just, everything Hemingway wrote.
Right.
I love. The non-pretentious would be, there's a great crime writer, George Pelecanos.
Yeah, I know both of these gentlemen. Not personally, but...
George wrote a series of books, Right as Rain.
Yeah, no, really good.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Did you ever read? I'm reading something now that I think you'd really enjoy. Did you ever read J.B. Priestley?
No, I know his name, but I.
He was an English novelist, and he died, I think, in 1974. So, like, 1894, 1974, something like that. Really odd, an odd kind of mid-century British writer. I think you'd like it.
Okay.
I've got no anecdotal reason to tell you that, but I think you'd like
Priestley.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one I'm reading now called Festival at Farnbridge. It's about a festival at Farbridge.
It's not a catchy title.
It's a terrible title for a very weird book.
Yeah. You can't picture that title on a marquee. And
What festival? Well, unless you're in Farbridge and it's festival
Right.
time, and then you'd be like, wow, it's
not catchy.
like it's here.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones
is a catchy. I didn't come up with it, so I can brag about it. You know, George Martin comes up with
I
the title.
don't know how good a title Game of
You don't-
Thrones
you don't
is,
like Game of
actually. Yeah, no. I think, Throne of Games.
Game of Thrones is really catchy.
Yeah, of course it's very catchy. I mean, it's like me saying to somebody, "Oh, the Beatles, that'll never work." Of course it's catchy.
Titles are tough.
Yeah,
I had
they
a
are.
hard time. City of Thieves was months and months of coming up with really crappy titles that my editor said, there's no way anyone's going to buy a book called Crappy Douche or whatever it was called. And find
Bad Stuff in Leningrad.
bad stuff.
Yeah.
It was better than most of my options. I'm bad at titles.
No,
Did you
you're
come up
good
with
at
your
writing,
titles
though.
right away?
Huh?
Did you come up with your titles right away?
No, it takes me. Usually the title leads to something else. Like if I wrote a book called Between the Bridge and the River, and it kind of came to me about halfway through the book.
See, that's pretty good, but American on Purpose, that's a great title.
Yeah, it's a good title. I think that's kind of obvious, though. Wouldn't it?
But,
Like I became
no
an
one else
American
did it.
on purpose. Yeah.
But so did millions of other people, and no one else called their book American on Purpose.
Well, millions of other people didn't write that book, did they?
so it wasn't obvious.
Well, I see where you are. Yeah. Well, this has been great.
It's a good.
But we have to go. Well, we don't have to, but you have to get back to Ireland and do some more booby casting.
Real booby.
Real booby casting. Yeah, very important.
Don't even-
So do I get the booby check for my beard? Well, the beard will be big enough to cover up the...
Are yours real?
Yeah.
Then I'll take your word on it.
It's always a pleasure to see you. David Benioff, everybody. We'll be right back.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
You know when I look up here, Jeff, it's like a scene from Game of Thrones. Like a giant rhino is going to breathe fire on me. Fire. Is there a rhino in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, there might be. I don't know. I'm not...
You haven't watched it?
What's that?
You haven't watched? You watch it?
No, I don't. I've never seen it.
Really?
No, yeah.
I'm going to watch all of them.
I promise.
I'm going to start watching all of them now.
Like right now.
Right now. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night.